John, everyone talks about Joe, when they talk about Joe Freiday, the first thing that comes out, he's got power, he hits from average, he does all this. But what seems to get overlooked is date. How much is that attributed to Joe?
I think a lot of it is attributed to Joe, obviously. First of all, he's a great leader, and defensively, he's really worked hard. I mean, he was a JV player 2 years ago, and he's worked hard to make himself one of the better catchers around. He has a great arm, one of the best arms you'll ever see, but his most impressive strength is the way he blocks pitches, the way he handles pitches outside the strike zone that allow our guys to throw pitches, that aren't always down the middle of the plate, and know Joe's going to handle them.
One thing that jumps out as well is his leadership abilities. You see him every day. Talk about that.
He's a great leader. He's a great kid, great sense of humor, but he's not a rah-rah yelling type of guy. He leads obviously by example first, but he also leads by the way that he addresses situations with the kids. They all respect him greatly, and when he's got something on his mind, he makes sure that he lets them know, and he's like another coach out there for us.
One thing we joked about, when he's taking BP, you probably have guys who have to run all over the place getting some of the home runs out there.
Yeah, we actually do. I have to force the younger guys. It's one of, besides bringing equipment in and out, they have to go shag his home runs. Which isn't always their favorite thing to do, but it's part of the routine.
We're here with Joe Freiday, the star catcher at Bridgewater-Raynham High School. Last year was a memorable year for the school, winning a Division I state title. Talk about the memories you have of that tournament run.
Being part of the team, I miss all those seniors. They're a great group of guys, really a lot of leadership in that group, and being part of the first Division I state championship in a school like Bridgewater-Raynham is a real honor, and I was glad I was a part of it.
One thing that people would be surprised by, that you're probably the best catcher around here, but you never always wanted to be a catcher. Talk about how you evolved into becoming a catcher.
When I was younger, I was sort of the short, pudgy kid. You'd throw wherever he could fit on the field, and I didn't really pick up catching until I was 13 or 14. Just coming into high school and 8th and 7th grade, and I just picked up a love for it. I like being in every single play. I couldn't stand in the outfield if I wanted to for 2.5 hours, and I enjoy being the general on the field. Having control of the whole entire game.
Talk about the pride you take in your defensive abilities behind the plate.
Defensively, there's nothing that should be more important to a catcher. I know I've talked to a few guys, some ex-pros that have, they just explained to me how there's nothing more important than what you do behind the dish, because you do, like I said before, you control the game, controlling their pitching staff, as I believe I have one of the best pitching staffs in Massachusetts with our 3 guys. There's nothing that's more important right now for me. Controlling the running game is a big part. People don't tend to run off of us because I know our guys keep our guys on. They got good moves over to first, so I know we can keep them on, keep the running game under control.
Future for you is just like a former Bridgewater-Raynham star, Eddie Campbell, going to Virginia Tech. What did Eddie tell you about Virginia Tech?
Eddie really liked it down there, and I knew it was going to be a good fit for me since I like the country feel of it. I've never been more of a city guy. I always liked, the more wide open, and academic-wise, it was perfect. As far as the baseball program, I really enjoyed talking to Coach Mason about baseball. He really knows his stuff, and I just feel like it was a good fit for me. They have as far as an incoming spot for a catcher, I seem to fit in well there.